The Acura TL is a mid-size luxury car manufactured by Acura. It was introduced in 1995 to supplant the Acura Vigor and was badged for the Japanese market from 1996 to 2000 as the Honda Inspire and from 1996 to 2004 as the Honda Saber. The TL was Acura's best-selling model until it was outsold by the MDX in 2007. While it once ranked as the second best-selling luxury sedan in the United States behind the BMW 3 Series, sales have decreased by over 50% since then. TL sales have been negatively affected by both the recession as well as negative publicity due to styling issues in the latest generation. 4 generations of the Acura TL were produced, with the final 4th generation TL premiering in 2008 as a 2009 model and ending production in 2014, when it was replaced together with the TSX by the upcoming TLX. In its last year, the TL was not sold in Japan. First generation, the TL Touring Luxury debuted as 1996 model, first with a 1996 2.5 TL available with a 2.5L 176 horsepower SOHC 20-valve 5-cylinder engine from the Vigor. The 3.2 TL used the 3.2L 200 horsepower SOHC 24 VV6 from the second generation Acura Legend. The debut of the TL signaled Acura's shift from traditional vehicle names to alphanumeric designations. By replacing recognizable names such as Vigor and Legend with a 2-letter designation, the luxury make hope to focus consumer attention on the Acura name. The TL was the first Acura model to adopt the new naming scheme. The 2.5 TL was positioned as the sporty model and the 3.2 focused more upon a luxurious ride. There were minimal styling differences between the two, but the 3.2 TL had larger tires despite the 2.5 TL's more sporty marketing. Moreover, the added power in the 3.2 TL gave it better acceleration. The V6 engine in the 3.2 TL was mounted in a front-rear, or longitudinal position. This contrasted with the more typical transverse engine mount style, and was intended to provide better weight distribution and reduce nosedive. The engine mount design resulted in an elongated hood for the first-generation TL. The inline-5 engine in the 2.5 TL competed with similar 5-cylinder engines offered in Audi and Volvo models. The very first 1996 Acura TL rolled off the assembly line at Sayama, Japan on March 28, 1995. Sales of the 2.5 TL began in spring 1995, but the 3.2 TL was delayed until fall because of a U.S.-Japan trade dispute. The U.S. government had threatened to impose 100% tariffs on higher-priced Japanese cars in response to a growing U.S.-Japan trade deficit. Ultimately a deal was reached which avoided the tariffs. The first-generation Acura TL had standard features including dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, automatic climate control, a cassette CD player sound system, and power windows and locks. Leather was standard on the more upscale 3.2 TL, while the 2.5 TL featured a firmer suspension setup. Like its predecessor, the Vigor, this generation TL was a 4-door pillared hardtop, with frameless windows. 1997 In 1997, Acura added a standard power moonroof to all TL models. Additionally, all Acura TLs received a variable speed intermittent wiper setting. The 3.2 TL had 20,515 tires and a V6 motor. The sport-targeted, 5-cylinder 2.5 TL was further fitted with new alloy wheels. 1998 For 1998, Acura made several previously optional features standard on the 2.5 TL. 1998 was the last year of TL production in Japan, as the model was being redesigned for production in the United States. Second generation In 1998, Honda revealed the TLX concept car, showing a preview of the second generation TL which would debut in fall that year. The second generation TL was released in 1999 and was now derived off the US market Honda Accord platform. It was available with a newly designed 3.2L 225 horsepower SOHC VTEC J32 V6 mated to a 4-speed electronic automatic transmission with sport shift. The second generation 3.2 TL was built in Marysville, Ohio, alongside the Honda Accord, at Marysville Auto Plant. These cars were imported into Japan and sold as Honda Inspire in the Honda Clio dealer network, and as Honda Saber in the Honda Verno dealer network. The main difference between the two cars was the front grille. The Inspire and Saber were also available with a 2.5L Honda J-Series V6 exclusive to the Japanese market. The very first 1999 Acura TL rolled off the assembly line on August 4, 1998. The only option on the sedan was a CD-based navigation system. The 1999 TL's navigation system stored the maps and zones. There were 5 different zones for the US. Starting with this generation, cabin air filters were installed as standard equipment and are located behind the glove compartment. 2000 In the second year of production, the Acura TL was given slightly more features, including a 5-speed automatic transmission with sport shift. The added gear allowed for slightly better fuel economy and acceleration when compared to the previous 4-speed automatic transmission with sport shift. With this model, if the driver forgets the 1-2 shift, the computer will take over when in sport mode and do the 1-2 up and down shifts, unlike the 4-speed 1999 model. In many vehicles, the 5-speed automatic transmission failed, as the third clutch pack wore. Particles blocked off oil passages and prevented the transmission from shifting or holding gears normally. The transmission would slip, fail to shift, or suddenly downshift and make the car come to a screeching halt, even at freeway speeds. This problem was highlighted in the Los Angeles Times in September 2002. Consumer Reports took note and gave the TL and CL the black spot, the worst rating for transmission reliability. In response to the recurring problem, the manufacturer extended the warranty covering the transmission to 7 years or 100,000 miles on USA models. A class action lawsuit was settled to extend the transmission warranty for USA owners or entities to 7.75 years for all models made from 1999 to 2002 and some 2003 models by VAN. However, Canadian owners' warranties were not extended. Transmissions replaced prior to March 2005 usually fail again. Transmissions replaced from March 2005 and later include a redesigned third-gear clutch pack reported to fix the problem. Other notable changes include the addition of side impact airbags for the front passengers and a change of format for the navigation system. The 2000 TL switched from a CD database to a DVD-based navigation system. The entire continental United States became accessible with the navigation system. It was possible to drive from one coast to the other with the new navigation system. 2001 For the 2001 model year, a redesigned coupe version of the TL was introduced, the 3.2 centiliters. While it was mechanically identical to the TL, its sales never came close to that of his sibling model, and as a result, it was discontinued in May 2003. The 2001 added one feature that the 2000 did not have, a new redesigned cup holder insert. The automatic transmission in many of these cars were also defective. In response to the recurring problem, the manufacturer extended the warranty covering the transmission to 109,000 miles or 7.75 years for all 99 to 02 and 03 partial per van. Acura dealers replaced the transmissions under warranty. Transmissions replaced prior to March 2005 usually fail again. Transmissions replaced on March 2005 and later include a redesigned third-gear clutch pack reported to fix the problem. Several models in the 2001-2003 years were the subject of a safety recall in July 2009 for injuries reported by faulty driver's side airbag inflators. In February 2010, another recall was issued for the same problem. 2002 In 2002, the TL got a minor makeover, with a refreshed front fascia, redesigned taillights, a 6CD and dash changer as well as a few other features. A Type S model was also added, adding 35 horsepower as well as 17-inch wheels, firmer seats and suspension. A statistically large percentage of these vehicles exhibited problems with a third-gear clutch pack in the automatic transmission necessitating replacement. In response to the recurring problem, the manufacturer extended the warranty covering the transmission to 109,000 miles or 7.75 years for all 99-02 models and 03 partial per van. Acura dealers replaced the transmissions under warranty. Transmissions replaced prior to March 2005 usually fail again. Transmissions replaced March 2005 and later include a redesigned third-gear clutch pack reported to fix the problem. 2003 The first third-generation Acura TL rolled off the assembly line on September 30, 2003. On October 6, 2003, the third-generation Acura TL was released for sale in North America. Developed mainly in the United States by a team led by Eric Berkman with bodywork by American Honda designer John Acada, the new TL was built in Marysville, Ohio, and was derived from the seventh-generation U.S. market Honda Accord. Starting with this generation, this model was not sold in Japan, with the Honda Inspire holding the position of entry-level luxury sedan below the Honda Legend in Japan. The Inspire of this era was instead sold as the seventh-generation North American spec Honda Accord. It is powered by a 270 horsepower. Later revised to 258 horsepower, based on the new SAE measurement standard for horsepower and 233 lb-ft of torque, 3.2 L24 valve SOH CVT EC56 engine mated to either a 5-speed automatic with sport shift or 6-speed manual. Manual transmission models featured Brembo 4-piston front brake calipers, a Torsen-type limited slip differential, stiffer anti-roll bars front and rear and performance tires at no additional cost. Third generation 2004 to 2008. 2004 The first third generation Acura TL rolled off the assembly line on September 30, 2003. On October 6, 2003, the third generation Acura TL was released for sale in North America. Developed mainly in the United States by a team led by Eric Berkman with bodywork by American Honda designer John Acada, the new TL was built in Marysville, Ohio, and was derived from the seventh-generation U.S. market Honda Accord. Starting with this generation, this model was not sold in Japan, with the Honda Inspire holding the position of entry-level luxury sedan below the Honda Legend in Japan. The Inspire of this era was instead sold as the seventh-generation North American spec Honda Accord. It is powered by a 270 horsepower. Later revised to 258 horsepower, based on the new SAE measurement standard for horsepower and 233 lb-ft of torque, 3.2 L24 valve SOH CVT EC56 engine mated to either a 5-speed automatic with sport shift or 6-speed manual. Manual transmission models featured Brembo 4-piston front brake calipers, a Torsen-type limited slip differential, stiffer anti-roll bars front and rear and performance tires at no additional cost. As of March 2004, Honda offers to the public a factory-sanctioned tuner package version of the TL called the TLA spec. This version features a suspension tuned by Makoto Tamamura, an indication of the TLA spec's aggressive engineering. In addition, an underbody kit, spoiler, limited edition A-spec steering wheel, A-spec badge on the back, and 18-inch wheels are standard issue on the A-spec package. When installed at purchase, the car's 4-year/50,000 miles warranty applies to the package as well. The third-generation TL was also the first car in the American market to include a 6-disc DVD audio system, output through an 8-speaker 225-watt system, engineered by Panasonic and tuned by Grammy Award-winning Elliott Skinner. The system also plays back regular audio CDs as well as DTS audio discs, CD audio, CDRS and CDRWs but not MP3s. In the United States, all models were also equipped with a Bluetooth hands-free link system, integrated with the audio system, to allow for hands-free usage of one cell phone. In Canada, the HFL feature was not available on the base model, though the 2005 model year saw HFL becoming standard in all Canadian models. With a built-in XM radio tuner, owners can elect to pay a monthly subscription after the complimentary 3-month subscription expires from Acura for XM radio, which provides over 100 digital channels via satellite. Sporting an Alpine-designed navigation system, the third-generation TL also accepts voice commands like "Find nearest police station," or "Go home." The navigation system features an 8-inch touchscreen LCD, which allows for easy viewing of the road ahead. The JDM Honda Inspire debuted around 4.5 months earlier and marked the branching out of the TL line from the Inspire. The Inspire is basically a 7th-generation US market Honda Accord V6 with minor trim changes, and the addition of variable cylinder management, which shuts off half of the engine when not needed to boost fuel economy. The Saber was discontinued and the new Inspire is being sold at Clio, Primo, and Verno dealerships. The TL became Acura's best-selling luxury sedan in 2004 with more than 79,000 sold that year. The IIHS found the Acura TL had the second lowest fatality rates among mid-size luxury cars. 2005 The 2005 TL receive a passenger airbag cut-off switch and indicator and extra stitching on the front seats. There were several minor changes made which are not published. 2006 The 2006 TL received the tire pressure monitoring system and a new engine management system to help reduce torque steer. The new horsepower rating of 258 horsepower is due to a change in testing procedures, despite the engine remaining the same since 2004. 2007 The 2007 Acura TL features a slightly revised exterior as well as a revised interior with a new steering wheel, redesigned gauges, and footwell lighting, in addition to new interior and exterior colors. The 2007 TL received suspension changes to improve ride comfort. Also new for the 2007 model year were LED turn signal repeaters on the side mirrors and fog lamps in the bumper. Prior to 2007, the fog lamps were integrated into the headlight housing. Daytime running lights now occupy that space. TL with navigation models sport a new rear-view camera with image displayed on the navigation screen as well as XM nav traffic. In addition to the new standard auxiliary audio jack, the sound system is now MP3/WMA compatible and offers Dolby Pro Logic 2 decoding and speed-sensitive volume compensation. The manual transmission option had been dropped from the base TL due largely to extremely low sales. The most notable revision is the return of the Type S edition of the TL. The Acura TL Type S received the Acura RL's 3.5-liter V6 tuned to 286 horsepower with either a 5-speed automatic with F1-style paddle shifters or a 6-speed manual transmission. The manual transmission includes a limited slip differential. Exterior differences include quad exhaust pipes, restyled rear lamps and front fascia, lip spoiler, wider side sills, Brembo brakes, dark silver 10-spoke wheels, a black chrome grille rather than the standard glossy grille, and exclusive Type S badging, plus an exclusive new color option, kinetic blue pearl. The interior has Type S badging on the steering wheel and headrests, more highly bolstered front seats, two-tone seats, metal racing pedals, carbon fiber trim, and red interior lighting. Touchscreen navigation is standard and the suspension has been firmed up. The only options are the aforementioned transmission and high-performance summer tires rather than the standard all-season tires. 2008 The 2008 TL features an improved new immobilizer system, and a separate tire pressure monitoring system warning lamp. The navigation system has been updated to work in Hawaii, and the Acura Link satellite capability has been expanded to incorporate 76 markets. Performance Awards The 2006 Acura TL won Consumer Search's Best Sports Sedan with Luxury Touches in Best Luxury Cars in September 2006. The 2006 Acura TL won Consumer Search's Best Blend of Sport and Luxury in its list of Best Sports Sedans in June 2006. Fourth generation The first fourth-generation Acura TL rolled off the assembly line on September 23, 2008. Debuted for the 2009 model year, the Acura TL featured a more aggressive interpretation of Acura's latest styling vocabulary, known as Keen Edge Dynamic. Featured prominently on the front is Acura's controversial power plenum upper grille. The size of the car has increased slightly, and as a consequence the wheelbase has been stretched 1.4 inches to 109.3 inches. The car is also 6.2 inches longer overall, 1.8 inches wider and 0.5 inch taller. Rear legroom improves by 1.3 inches and rear shoulder room increases by 0.5 inch. Structural rigidity was increased due to the use of high-strength steel in 47.6% of the chassis. The base TL is front-wheel drive and is powered by a 3.5-litre V6 that makes 280 horsepower and 254 lb-ft of torque, an increase of 22 horsepower and 21 lb-ft over the previous 3.2-litre V6. The new TL Shade WD replaces the previous TL Type S and is powered by a 3.7-litre V6 that produces 305 horsepower and 275 lb-ft of torque, an increase of 19 horsepower, but revised that claim without any explanation after a few months on the market, and 19 lb-ft over the 3.5-litre V6 of the Type S. The 3.7L engine also uses VTEC variable lift timing on both the intake and exhaust valves. Shade WD is a multi-vectoring all-wheel drive system designed more for performance than for simply providing traction in adverse circumstances. While cruising, the system sends 90% of the power to the front wheels and 10% to the rear wheels. Acceleration puts more torque on the rear wheels. The car can put up to 70% of the total available power to the rear wheels to assist with rapid acceleration, and of that 70%, 100% can be pushed to either the left or right wheel in order to assist the vehicle through a corner. The brakes on the new TL have been increased in size, from the older 11.8 in front disc and 11.1 in rear disc to the now Ridgeline size 12.6 in front discs and 13.2 in rear disc, still incorporating an internal rear drum e-brake while maintaining hydraulic discs for the foot-applied brakes. The bolt pattern on the car is no longer a 5mm a 114.3mm but a 5mm a 120mm for this generation. The Shade WD model also includes some interior refinements over the base model and is tuned for slightly firmer suspension and steering feedback. It is visually distinguishable from the base model on the exterior by its Shade WD badge on the trunk, quad exhaust pipes and larger air ducts in the front bumper to cool the larger brakes. The TL rides on 245/50ths R17 tires, while the TL Shade WD has 245/45ths R18 tires with optional 245/40Z R19 summer performance tires. Both models use electric power steering rather than hydraulic, and a revised 5-speed automatic transmission featuring shift paddles on the steering wheel is standard equipment for both models. Acura has announced that a manual transmission will be offered in the 2010 Shade WD model. The fourth-generation Acura TL adds further electronic convenience items, now including a central multifunction display, an 8-speaker 276-watt audio system with a 6-disc CD changer, XM satellite radio, USB port connectivity, and Bluetooth audio. Both models offer an optional technology package, which includes premium Milano leather seats, keyless start, a joystick-based navigation system updated with a new 8-inch full VGA display and the ability to provide weather information and traffic-based rerouting, and the Acura ELS audio system with 10 speakers, 440 watts of power, DTS-CD compatibility for 5.1 surround sound, DVD-A, as well as an internal hard drive with 13 GB of storage dedicated for audio. With the ELS audio system, audio CDs are automatically ripped to the hard drive upon insertion for future playback. The navigation system also stores its map data on the hard drive, producing faster boot times. Technology package audio hard drive 15 GB, only the contents of an audio CD may be ripped to the HDD. Copying to the HDD from other recordable media or storage devices is not supported. Album, title and artist information is provided by an updatable Grasser note file. USB FAT32 format supported, limited to 700 folders existing at the root of the storage device. Folder names appear as album names. Subfolder navigation is not supported. Limited to 15,000 files. 2012 For the 2012 model, Honda offered new front and rear styling on the Acura TL. Acura updated the controversial beak insert in the front grille, replacing it with a smaller insert that flows better with the headlights and creates a sleeker profile. Aside from cosmetic changes, the new TL is now equipped with Honda's 6-speed automatic transmission to improve performance and efficiency. This transmission features downshift rev matching with throttle blip and the ability to downshift 2 gears at a time. Additional new features include ventilated seats, new 60GB HDD, blind spot information system, and upgraded wheels. The 2012 TL retains both the base 3.5L 280 horsepower 254 lb-AFT and the Shade WD model's 3.7L 305 horsepower 273 lb-AFT engines, but now gets 2 mpg more in the city and 3 mpg more on the highway, thanks to less engine friction and the 6-speed automatic transmission. The 6-speed manual transmission will continue to be offered. The 2012 model is also 3 decibels quieter on the highway. 2013 Acura TL Special Edition It is a version of front-wheel drive 2013 Acura TL with distinctive 10-spoke 18-inch alloy wheels, a color-matched deck-lit spoiler, trunk-mounted Special Edition badging, keyless access system with keyless access remote, push-button start. Choice of 4 body colors matched with an ebony interior leather upholstery with contrast stitching, sequential sport shifts 6-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifter system, 10-way adjustable power driver's seat, an 8-way adjustable power front passenger's seat, power moonroof, 276-watt audio system with 8 speakers. Dual-zone dual-mode automatic climate control system with automatic humidity control. The vehicle was produced using domestically and globally sourced parts at Honda of America MFG, Incorporated, in Marysville, Ohio. Safety The Acura TL uses Honda's advanced compatibility engineering front end. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety found the 2009-11 front-wheel drive TL models to have an overall driver death of 5 deaths per million registered years. Vehicle structure rated acceptable. Production Honda announced replacing the TL with a new Acura TLX sedan. Production of the TL ceased towards the end of 2014, with the replacement model 2015 TLX going on sale in the autumn of that same year. Sales figures. References. 2004 Acura TLA spec 2004 Acura TLA spec, no assembly required to enjoy this factory spec tuner package. An article by John Kielich on page 136 of the March 2004 issue of Motor Trend, Honda's Unexpected Gear Shift, an article by John Adell in the September 11, 2002 edition of the Los Angeles Times. External links, Acura USA, official site, Acura TL, official US site.